Welcome to the making of a DM. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, my friend. Today's show, I'm going to drive home some serious points that's going to help you not only gain what you want, but give you clarity on where you're going. More importantly, I'm going to also share with you behind the scenes how I opened up tens of millions of dollars of opportunity off a $400,000 loss by selling a company via Zoom in 1 hour. And more importantly, you could copy it, learn from it, mimic it, and maybe even participate in some of the profits. This show is electric. I hope you enjoy it. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Welcome to another making of the DM. That's right, you are the deal maker. Most importantly, dream maker of your life. Merry Christmas. Today, you're probably listening to this on Christmas or the day after. I hope you have an amazing or had an amazing Christmas, depending when you're listening to it. Get to spend time with your loved ones, your friends, your family. Most importantly, some time with yourself to really get closer to yourself to understand where you're at and where you want to go in this game of life. We're coming into 2025, and things need to look a little bit different maybe from where it was at 2024. I'd ask you to ask yourself these questions. Who do I need to become to get what I want? And before you answer the question, because you've probably heard that before, is I want you to understand, what do you really want? What do you really want in 2025, 2026, 2027? Write it down, pen and paper. Do you want a business with a lot of employees making $10 million? Or do you want a business with no employees generating $10 million? What do you want? See, the thing is, the truth is most don't know what they want. Therefore, they just go through the day to get what they get. I'm always amazed because I've coached a lot of amazing people for many, many years. And the biggest thing I always ask, they're like, dude, I'm so frustrated. It just ain't working. I'm like, I get it, but what's not working? I don't know. All of it. That is not a good enough answer. What are you trying to attain? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Where is it at? Who do you have to become to get what you want? Write it down. I want $1 million liquid cash in my personal bank account. And set a date. I want to have all my cars paid off, my house paid off. I want to take care of my parents. I was thinking about this during holidays. We have a tendency to think about our loved ones, watching old videos, looking at old pictures, maybe flying and traveling or going somewhere and connecting or doing whatever you do, however you connect with them. Do you realize there's going to be a time when they're not going to be there? This is why I call my parents every single day, religiously. Once in a blue moon, I'll miss if I'm traveling. But I always tell them I'm traveling. Here's the deal. Because one day that phone's not going to get answered. Hell, it might be me not making the call. What do you want your family unit to look like? Because I know you're here for business. I get it. But I'm not just about business. Truth is, business is secondary to my life. We all have a life. I had a guy I talked to on the 24th. He's like, dude, will you fly out and speak at my event? I said, I appreciate the offer, but I will not. They're like, well, I'm paying $50,000. I'm like, cool. I'm not coming. And it's not about the money. It's about I have stuff going on, number one. And number two, I don't trade my time for dollars to travel far away from the family. I'm not a good traveler. I have a lot of stuff going on. I have businesses going on. I don't make my money selling events and selling courses and selling coaching and masterminds and traveling for dollars to go speak at an event. Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm in the market and I can swing in for an hour and I'm already there and it's directly correlated with my opportunity, who I talk to, my avatar, if you will, maybe I'd consider it. But all the stars would have to be aligned to make that happen. But I know what I want for my family unit. It's so important to me sitting down every night with my kids having dinner. It's so important for me to do all my work and wake up in the morning and do all these things and then to have breakfast with my kids in the morning. It's not perfect. It's not always exact. Sometimes the kids don't want to eat. Sometimes they get up late. Sometimes I like run. But I do these things on purpose. I wake up early. I go to bed early. I get my workout done before they're all up. I'm already ahead of the day. But again, I know what I want and who I had to become to get what I wanted, truly wanted. Listen, it sucked, a lot of it. It was hard. I had to start going to bed earlier. I'm laying in my bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. I'm definitely sleeping before 10 p.m. because I'm up at 4 to 4:30. And then for whatever random reason, 4:44. I had to create a different individual. I had to create different habits to get what I wanted. Same goes for business. What do you want in your business? It's so interesting to me that you guys like, oh man, I just want to get by. Screw that. Why don't you want to get stupid, filthy, wealthy, rich? Because then you can take that money and do more for your family, more for your charities. Because a lot of people are thinking about what they want for their life when they're healthy, when you don't have big goals, big responsibilities. You got enough just to survive. I'm never trying to survive. I'm always trying to thrive. I'm focused on thriving, growing, pushing, creating, assisting, and helping. Are you? What do you want? Write it down. I want to get stupid, fucking, filthy rich. There's nothing wrong with that. What does your team look like to accomplish that? What strategy are you going to execute to make that a reality? The truth is, you might be in the wrong category of business to accomplish what you genuinely want. That doesn't mean scrap it and be broke forever. That means be thoughtful and mindful about that and understand this is a bridge to get to where I'm going. There's lots of ways to accomplish the goals, but one must know where they're going, and one must challenge what they think they know. Because if you knew it, wouldn't you already have it? That's why you're here. You're investing in yourself, and I always say congratulations on that because the majority of the world does not. Keep showing up. I get it. You're there. You're frustrated. You're overwhelmed. Shit, maybe me talking to you right now makes you anxious, frustrated, feeling behind the eight ball. Guess what? That never goes away for the people I work with. It's just we're aware of it. We're conscious of it. We know how to use it to our advantage. Because you do realize the other side of that coin is complacency, laziness, feeling like you're doing everything, feeling like no one gives you a chance, feeling like it's hard. It is hard. I'd much rather have, I'm not doing enough. I can do more. I can be more. There's so much more opportunity. I'd rather have that than the opposite. It never goes away. I'm anxious. I'm excited. There's so much to learn. There's so much to create. I was sitting yesterday, I was at the office on the 23rd. First time I've been in the office in 9 months, sitting down with an AI expert. And I'm asking him questions. I'm like, dude, this is overwhelming. So overwhelming, I couldn't even figure out how to download fucking ChatGPT on my computer. True story. I was like, can you help me? I'm not afraid to ask for help. Can you help me? Can you guide me? Yes, I'm paying them to be there. And you should too. You should pay people to help you. Why would you want someone working for you for free? Do you like working for free? I don't, nor will I. What are you overwhelmed with? When I talk to guys, the biggest majority of overwhelm comes from inaction. They have ideas, but lack action. I have this business we're creating right now as we speak. Did a call with the 3 partners. And the thing is, like, listen, one partner is like, they have massive idea. I got all these ideas too, but like, I know nothing happens until you start. Ideas are great, but nothing happens until we start. I always have this saying in my head: the art is in the start. Notice the art is not in the ideas. Everyone has ideas. It's who can capture the idea, put it into an actionable plan, and start getting results, and then adjust accordingly. The art is in the start. Just like the art is in the start of you sitting your butt down and grabbing a pen and writing in a piece of paper what you want. It starts with you. And I talk about this. If you don't know what you want, ask yourself a different question. What do you not want? For example, I do not want to get paid to speak at events and miss time with my family. I do not want 20 people reporting to me daily about reports and I'm working till 10 o'clock at night. I do not want to have to be at an office 7 days a week. I do not want to have to do anything to make money that drives the company. I know what I don't want. You probably know more of what you don't want than you actually want. But as we're sitting here on this beautiful, to the end of the year, man, what a year. 2024, what a year. A lot of craziness. A lot of growth. 2025, I truly believe, will be one of the most epic years ever. I genuinely feel it with every fiber of my bone. Crypto world, new president in house. A lot going on. By the way, he's still not in there yet as I'm talking to you. He's still not in there. That's a whole nother story. But man, what a time to be alive. This is the shit they write history books about. You, if you're still listening to my voice, you have resilience. You're not a quitter. I get it. I wanted to quit 100 times too today alone. But I damn near wanted to quit a lot of times this year with real stuff happening. Can I be honest with you, as I always am? I don't have to wake up to work to make revenue. I have enough money coming in multiple verticals to take care of my life forever and beyond. My kids' life, their kids' kids. Like I've worked really hard and done some cool moves in the years to position myself. Now, listen, I'm not going to be buying a yacht every day. I'm not going to be buying jets every day. Not going to be buying a new Bugatti every day, but I have life. It's working. 28 and a half years in the game. I wish what I'm sharing with you I knew 18 years ago. I'd be 1,000 times bigger. Because at 27 years old, I've talked about this, I had enough cash flow through my rentals and real estate to pay for the lifestyle I was living. Now, listen, I couldn't pay for that lifestyle now with what I had back then, but that was a long time ago. It was almost 19 years ago. And I've been building it up. But the truth is, I can't wait to wake up. I can't wait to connect with you. I can't wait to, I spend money to do this show to help people I don't even know on the other side of the show listening to my voice. Because I know one day I'm going to say something and you're going to be like, aha, that's it. The moment that it all changes. And I hope it's today. And if it's not, I hope it's the next day. My motive is to inspire you to take action on life. Do you know that feeling When you could do something for someone that you care so greatly about. Like the time I paid off my parents' house. Call them up. It was during Christmas, actually. Years ago. Mom and Dad, you don't have a house payment anymore. I got you. I didn't go buy a new car. I can do all those things. I'm doing this. Why? Why are you doing all this? When I gave my dad his dream car, when I paid off my mom's car. But the biggest thing is when I was able to become financially free, to be able to call my parents and say, listen, you never have to work again, ever. I got you. And then I could pay them every month where they can actually live a life. They gave everything for me and my sisters. These are the things I reflect on that drive me. It's why I do what I do. Because when my wife has never had to work, because I took care of things. Me. She can if she wants. She's obviously doing stuff. We have children. She's working on that. But like, I'm talking, I actually have to do all that and go get a real job and go do this and go get a second job and try to take, like, no. I took care of the shit at home. More importantly, I took care of me. I learned. I burned the midnight oil. I got up early. I made big decisions. I made scary decisions. I fucked up. I won. I fucked up again. I win again. I lose again. Like, that's how this game works. But I always knew where I was going. Sometimes it gets blurry. Sometimes it gets foggy. But that's why we always need the North Star. It gets challenging out here. It's easy to get sidetracked. It's very lucky to have great parents that work really hard to put food on the table for me. I saw it firsthand. I saw what they gave up. My duty. Because again, I have a skill, and you do too if you're listening to this show. We have something that most people don't have. I knew I was always going to be the one. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I knew it. I didn't even know what I felt back then. True story. When I was 12 years old, I was signing my golf glove. I was signing a skateboard because I told Grandma, I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be rich. Back then, being rich was $1 million, by the way. That is not rich. That's a start, but that's not rich. My most cherished piece of art is a basic coupon that my grandma had these little tear-off sheets, and I wrote her out a check for $1 million. I said, Grandma, one day you'll be able to cash this from me. And the bank name was called Hip National Bank, i.e. I made that up. I was probably 13, 14 years old. I don't remember. I was very young. And where I come from, no one talked like that. No one thought like that. Everyone gave up on that idea. Even my grandmother, Mark, you're crazy. Your grandfather had 5 jobs. You got to work. You got to blah, 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 all this stuff. Oh, Grandma, I'm going to work. I promise you that. I always knew the man upstairs had his hand on me saying, if you don't do it, who's going to? And I look around. I didn't see anybody else being called. More importantly, I didn't see anybody else willing to do what I was willing to do. Work. Stretch. Get uncomfortable. I was going to places that I still can't even believe places I get into. I can't even believe they let me in there. Right? I'm like, wow. Oh, wait. I'm the main guy. I built the room. I brought in the hundreds of people. And then I think, shit, why are they coming from all over the world to see this, to be a part of this? And that's where some amazing shit happens. The messages I get, the community we've built with the DM family and the DM Alliance is absolutely unbreakable. It's the most amazing place I've ever seen in my life of human beings that want to become better and be better and, more importantly, do better. All I ask and hope is that you find a community that you could participate in and grow, shine, drive, and enjoy life. And share your wins. share your challenges, band together, win together, and win with winners. The DM family, the DM Alliance is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. It's an amazing community. $1,000 a month for the DM Alliance, $50,000 a year for the DM family. Everyone in both communities are badasses. I just saw a guy recently post in the DM Alliance, someone he knows very closely, has a real situation going on and he needed help raising some money. In minutes, thousands of dollars come pouring into the community. They want help. I'm more excited about the giving muscle than I am about the getting muscle. I can show you how to make all kinds of money. That's cool and easy. Obviously, you got to go do the work. But I get really excited about training and showing and guiding people. More importantly, leading by example how to give. Because you've never been taught how to give, most people. 99% of people has never been taught how to give. Well, if I give them $100,000, it's taken away from me. Is it? Is it? Maybe. Maybe not. Why are you giving? Who are you giving to? What's the reason for giving? When you really understand where you're going, I hear people like, dude, I'm wore out, I'm tired. But cool. Well, you just don't have big enough goals. You don't have big enough vision. I'm tired too. And it's okay to take a break once in a while. But a lot of people have a tendency to take too many breaks. They're always tired. Because you're just trying to get by. I challenge you in 2025 and beyond. And hopefully you're listening to this right before the end of the year of 24. Because I want you to come out of the gate strong, fast, and harder than you've ever fucking ran. I want this New Year's for you to put down the alcohol, put down the drugs, and get the fucking work. I want you to go to bed at 10 p.m. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for many, 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 many years. Because it ain't going to get you to what you want. Sitting there getting boozed up, drunk, wasted, fucking wore out. You're down for 2-3 days. Trust me, I know. I used to do it once in a while. It ain't going to help you accomplish your goals any faster. That's for sure. The moral hangover is way harder than the reality of the hangover. Because you know you're better than that. You know you have bigger dreams and goals than that. But you let this thing take over and control you. I'm challenging you. I'm pushing you right now. Because that's what a true mentor does. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to help you. I never liked my coaches, but I respected them. I appreciated them. And then I ultimately loved them because I knew they were doing it to help me. You're capable of so much more. You're a fucking killer. You have what it takes. You're not broken. You're just distracted. We all have problems. Boo-hoo, get over it. The fuck you going to do with that? Use it as fuel. That's what. Use it as fuel. Get mad. Get pissed. Show them who's boss. You don't talk about it. You do it and show them. They're watching anyways. Trust me. That's what winners do. I've never met a winner that complains, cries around, talks about everything that's out of their control. Dude, they don't care about that shit. They don't have time to even think about it. They're too busy executing. They're too busy winning. They're too busy pushing forward. They're too busy driving towards their goal. Are you? I want you to know you're going to die one day. It's like Captain Obvious, right? Well, maybe. Because I look around, I think a lot of you think you're living forever. Not by what you say, but definitely what you do or don't do. Look up, get engaged with yourself, get engaged with your loved ones, get engaged with your dreams and goals and like get a big vision. Whatever you're thinking, add in a 0. Whatever you're thinking, times it by 10, everything. You have this in you, or you wouldn't still be listening. I'm still learning. I'm still pushing. I'm still growing. Let me give you an example, and I'll leave it with this because this is very important. And what I'm going to share with you could be worth many millions of dollars, many millions of dollars. Last week, I did a post on social media that cost $0. Zero. You can do it and I can do it. $0. Hey guys, talk to my accountant, bookkeeper, blah, blah, blah. I need to sell a company. Here's the deal. Shared some details. Thinking maybe I'll get 10, 20 responses. I got over 200. 200. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I can't contact 200 people. I ain't got time like that in a day. So I hit my guy up, Antonio, helps me with my websites and stuff. I was like, dude, I need to do a live Zoom. I got to sell a business via Zoom. I got to share the details and see what's going on. So we send it out to 200 plus people. We have 60-ish people register and sign the NDA because it's literally within 24 hours. So I didn't expect all 200. I just couldn't do that. And then out of that 200 people, we had 15 people respond saying, I want the business. It's 200 grand down, by the way. $200,000. We qualified, pre-qualified. We asked questions. We did Q&A. It was awesome. And I thought, wow, there's a huge demand for opportunity. I already know this a little bit, but me just doing a post, and this just happened literally last week. 200 plus responses. I'm getting texts, calls, post on the social media, private messages. Dude, sell it to me, sell it to me, sell it to me. Guys, listen, I'd love to sell to all of you. We only have one. This is not a sales thing. I'm just trying to liquidate and move on. Truth is, I actually lose money on the deal, like 400 grand. I'm just cutting it and moving on. Sometimes you got to do that. It's okay. However, what if me losing $400,000 on that business, which we did when we close it, actually generates me many millions of dollars of opportunity? How? How, Mark? Well, I'm glad you asked. I didn't realize the demand's that big. So now I have hundreds of people that raised their hand and said, I'm interested in buying a business. Well, guess what? Guess what I do every day? I turn down businesses that are too small for me every day, multiple times a day. Nope, not interested, too small. Nope, not interested, too small. What if I hired someone on my team or brought someone on my team or actually took a team member and said, all I need you to do is underwrite deal flow. That's all I need you to do. We do it every day already for bigger deals, but do it on all the small deals. I had 15 people raise their hand saying, Mark, I have $200,000. I'm ready to buy. Now listen, I'm not good at math, but 15 times 200,000 equals $3 million. And that's just on one post, one webinar, one live Zoom, no replays, nothing. That's just one stroke at it. $3 million in activity in the moment. And I'm like, man, one, I'm very honored that we had that kind of reply. And two, maybe I had to lose 400 grand to earn millions. Again, where's the play? Where's the opportunity? In life, do you see obstacles or opportunities? Once I made the decision to sell, execute, post, boom, 200 plus replies, boom, 60 plus people register, sign an NDA, boom, 50 plus show up on a live, boom, 15 raise their hands and one sends money and it's sold. You know what's funny? The person sending the money wasn't even, they just sent it. They didn't even sign contracts yet. They're like, this is mine. I'm taking it. That's a good play. So I get with my team, and there's lots of deals that come on our desk that don't meet our criteria that are great businesses. It's just too small for what I do and where I'm at in my journey. So what if I just match make opportunities with individuals and generate revenue that way? How much? I don't know. But I bet there's tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars of opportunity that I could literally be a conduit of with what I learned because of my 400K loss. The aha moments. And that's how we sold a company in 1 hour via Zoom, answering questions, sharing data, sharing ideas. More importantly, the stuff we shared on this live could help any business. So even if you weren't interested in buying a business, you could learn from what we were sharing. That should be a major takeaway for you. Major takeaway. By the way, so much so, if you're listening to my voice and you'd like to see the replay, I still haven't sent it out yet. But if you shoot me a message on Instagram at Mark Evans DM and say podcast-replay, I'll send it to you. Because you should watch it, because there's a lot of lessons in it. My partner, Patrick, and I have been partners on a bunch of stuff. He's an amazing human being. He knows marketing and business better than a lot of people I know. And he shared amazing insights, as well as I did too. But he is the operating partner, so he would know way more than I do, which is to be expected. And we break it down. We break stuff down. You could learn. This is how you learn. This is a real business, real opportunity, generating $1 million+ a year. You could learn from this. Again, if it's something you want to learn from, message me at Mark Evans DM on Instagram and say podcast-replay. I'll hook you up. I think you should watch it. It's sexy. I just shared with you what happened. Many millions of dollars of opportunity on a $400K loss. Okay. Wrap up. Do you this year. Get very crystal clear on what you're going to do. Execute relentlessly. And do not quit until you've accomplished. You're capable of so much more. Stretch yourself. Get uncomfortable. Say yes to bigger commitments. You're capable of it. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. I hope this has inspired you a little bit. If it did, share the show. Leave a 5-star review. Do whatever you got to do. Let people know what's up on the making of the DM. And I'm going to get back and hang out with my family now. So with that said, make the day count.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is the podcastfactory.com.